I'm Manjit Kaur and I run the Narcissistic Abuse Trauma Clinic. I've created this short video to give you some tips on getting through this difficult time as the coronavirus begins to take over the world. The coronavirus has created a lot of uncertainty. There are a lot of you in my secret Facebook group that post daily about survival and getting through this tough time. Not only are you having to fight for survival to get basic necessities from the shops, but how you will cope with your abuser for the next few weeks or even months, we just simply don't know. We are all in the unknown right now. I don't have an answer for you of how long this will go on for. I don't think anybody does. And it's incredibly frustrating. As the world goes into a part or full lockdown, this is becoming difficult for a lot of people. When you're with an abuser, being locked up with them for almost 24/7 is intoxicating, as most of the world has been pulled out of work. At least when your abuser is at work, you get some respite, but now most people are stuck at home. In some countries, the military are patrolling the streets to keep order and to contain this dreaded virus. Some members in my group have commented that their abuser has been saying things like they're going to find the cure for coronavirus, or they knew this was coming. This is simply them feeding their own ego. Absolutely ridiculous. Ignore them as they feed their overinflated ego. It's heartbreaking to read that some of you have had plans to move out and to go no contact, but are unable to do so now. It doesn't mean to say that you never will be able to, but it means that your plans to move on will be slightly delayed. Hang in there. The good news is you have made the decision to move on, so hold on to that glimmer of hope that you will find your freedom. Some of you are not there yet, but I hope that you reach to that point where you break free from the trauma bond. Some of you are in the process of being hoovered back in. They will pretend to care about you and ask you if they can do anything for you or your children. I would simply ignore them. They care nothing about you. They may show care right now, but I promise you, once this blows over, you will be discarded and back to square one. Don't buy into the caring that they show you. Don't fall for the bait. It is simply false. They're only out for themselves, their selfish selves. There are some of you in a domestic violence situation and are stuck. My heart breaks when I read this. There's some borders that are closed, so you cannot go anywhere. Hotels, hostels and shelters will be restricted as a virus takes over and the world shuts down. I usually say leave, but I'm unable to tell you that, and it is upsetting for me to say that to you. It's heartbreaking, because in the group we try and get you to a point of leaving, and now because of this pandemic, you will feel stuck. If you're with an abuser, whether it is domestic violence situation or not, as abuse is abuse, grey rock where you can. Grey rock is when you talk to them as little as possible. Don't tell them about things going on in your life. Give a one-worded response. You want to be the most boring person ever, so they stop talking to you. Don't ask them any questions about themselves. You're no longer interested in them and what they are up to. You might want to even sit in a separate room away from them if you can. For some of you, grey rock is hard as the abuse becomes worse, because the abuser steps up the game. You might have to dance to your abuser's tune if you have to. Don't have any outbursts, respond to any anger, don't challenge them, as they will be frustrated as we have lockdowns in place. Remember, narcs don't like being told what to do, and they hate control. And now that we are all in a lockdown, they will hate the control imposed over them by our leaders. If you suffer from domestic violence, contact your local police department and see if they can get you to safety. I want you to know that there will be a way out. Please, 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 please hang in there. Don't give up. You will feel stuck during this time. Try and practice self-care. Use meditation, relaxation, watching TV, reading, writing, journaling, or whatever it is that makes you happy. These things do not cost anything, and you can do them in your own home. Please, if I can help you in any way, please comment on the video below and I will get right back to you. It's really upsetting making this video. Engage in my secret Facebook group and ask any questions. We are a community to help and support you and have been around for the last 3 years. I wish you well. Be safe, and I'm here to help how I can. Thank you for watching.